The compound women's gold medal match is upon us. We are going to have the final individual match for the women of the outdoor season for 2017. And coming to the stage already, a woman who early on in qualification rounds was dominating. Yesim Bostan from Turkey, 22 years old, ranked 8th in the world. And you can see her average arrow. She usually averages about a 9.55. For this competition, a 9.67. So she has definitely stepped it up. And now coming to the stage, taking her position, Korean archer Song Yeon-soo. Song Yeon-soo, 21 years old, 7th in the world, and shooting right at her average for this tournament, 9.5 points per arrow. Song Yeon-soo, 68% of her matches are won in competition, and in tied competition, when there's a shoot-off, she's had 8 of those in her career, and she's won 50% of those.
Yeah, it took her one to get here as well. You know, looking at the scores between these two leading up to this match, Bostan shot considerably better along the way, but Song Yeon-soo did enough to get here, and that's really all that matters. Now it's a blank slate, and somebody's got to win and somebody's got to go home.
Bostan from Turkey will shoot first in lane number 1. 80-centimeter target, 50 meters downrange. The 10 ring, 8 centimeters in diameter. Looked a little shaky.
Yeah, and she's been on a lot of final stages recently. I'm not surprised to see a little shake here just because we're shooting for a world championship title. But I think she'll settle down. On the line.
On the line. 10 is a 10 is a 10.
Song Yeon-soo, having just shot the compound mixed team gold, has a little experience out on the stage, a little comfortability. That's huge.
Good answer by Bostan. She gets dialed into that 10.
Yeah, you don't want to let it get out of control early.
Yeah, we've seen that happen earlier on today. Up and down in the 10 ring. Song Yeon-soo. Bostan, quarterfinals, got rid of Choi Bo-min. And Christina Heigenhauser drops a 9 on that one. Song Yeon-soo, Sarah Priels, quarters, and Sarah Sonicson to get into this gold medal match. A little sigh of relief. How important is it to get through this first end just to get it under your belt?
Yeah, get a good start. If you can put the first one in the 10, that's huge. If you're chasing, that's tough. Song Yeon-soo didn't shoot her best, I would say, in that mixed team match. She had an 8, she had a few 9s, but starting with a 30, she's got to feel really confident now. And 2-point lead is always a good thing, although as we just saw, and as we talked about, could be gone in a matter of a minute.
Matter of a minute. It's unbelievable. We're here at the Mexico City 2017 Hyundai Archery World Championships, the biannual championships that happen with World Archery. And we are watching the women compete in compound for gold for the title of world champion.
Yep.
It's a huge resume booster, no question about it, as Mexico City has played a tremendous host to this event, as we are in Compound Saturday. We still have a whole bunch of shooting to go here and tomorrow when we get to Recurve Sunday. Yesim Bostan from Turkey, trying to make up some ground that she lost on Song Yeon-soo in the first end.
Just got to get out of the left side of the target, give the side about 2-3 clicks. And if you're going to miss on the right side. Quit missing on the left side. Another 10.
Another 10. Well-executed shot. A steel-faced competitor, Song Yeon-soo.
Yeah, the Koreans have another one out the left. The Korean teams are always very well prepared for finals matches. You know, they don't just practice shooting arrows. They practice with simulation of this type of thing. There's a 9. Okay, gave her one back.
First 9, yep.
So they're simulating finals matches. They're working with psychologists and people of that nature on whatever they work on and trying to prepare themselves for these moments. There's one on the line.
All right, so creeping it back a little bit towards the right.
She moved the sight.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, she got her hand on the sight there. If you're her coach, I would imagine that's what you're recommending.
Yeah.
Song Yeon-soo dropped another one.
So
all right,
remains at 2.
So what could have been an extension of the lead now holds 58 to 56.
Yeah, and for Song Yeon-soo, that's an opportunity lost, and she's going to feel that way. For Yesim Bostan, she's going to feel a bit relieved that she didn't give up anymore.
10-9-9.
But the momentum swings a little bit in her favor after something like that.
In Bostan's favor.
Yes, in Bostan's, because she didn't give up anything, and she should have.
Yeah. Well, we saw the wheels fall off of Sarah Sonicson there towards the end, and the momentum definitely shift. Katrina Hagenhauser in that bronze medal match. Nothing to say that it couldn't happen here. Yesim Bostan putting on a great show in the week that we've been here. Using that thumb release, really a smooth release for her.
Yeah.
Oh, also a trigger.
Yeah, both these archers, pretty good technique.
Just off in the background is that Cathedral Church I mentioned, the Metropolitan Cathedral, in front of Mexico City. 200 years to complete. It's quite a sight to behold here in the Zocalo.
Here we
go.
There's an arrow in the middle. Yeah.
There's an arrow in the middle.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, she just had to get the sight moved.
Yep. Long hold for Song Yeon-soo.
Yeah.
Still nails it. But Steve, is sometimes something.
Look at these targets. Not an arrow on the left side of the spider. Not one.
Right side.
No, on the right side, yeah. I think Bostan has one now.
No, she doesn't. You're right.
Just the one in the target.
You're right.
But everything else for both of them has been on the left side. You got to see that type of pattern and adjust to it.
I love her face when she shoots, and there is nothing going on but what she's got going on the line. Song Yeon-soo. Oh, I don't know, Steve. That's a close liner right there.
It's really tough to see in the shadow. I would like to say yes, but it could, because of the shadow, we might be missing a lot of it.
Yeah, we hope yes, certainly. So we maintain that 2-point lead, but it's going to be up to the judges on this one, as Song Yeon-soo might have extended the lead by another point.
Song Yeon-soo put one on the right half of the target face there. I mean, that's critical. If you're, sometimes I will side in knowing full well my tendency is to push arrows out the left. So I'm going to side in. A perfect shot's going to be on the right side of the X-ring and maybe on the high side of the X-ring as well.
I see.
And that way, I'm giving myself as much opportunity as possible for my less than perfect shots to still catch a 10. Right now, we're talking an 8-centimeter 10 ring, and that's the first one that's ventured over to the right half of that. They've been shooting at a 4-centimeter 10 ring, and they're still only down 2 and 3. What do we've got here? 2 points and 4 points.
Yeah. So it looks like it's confirmed as a 10.
It is
for Bostan. So that's great news.
Yeah, it's a 1 point. 1 point deficit. No, 2 points.
Yeah, remains at 2.
Yeah,
remains at 2. So she's holding steady. So you want to talk about a dogfight here as both archers come out of the gate in the middle part of this match with 30s apiece, shooting perfectly. And it looks like that might be what's going to take to win gold for the compound women.
Yeah, you can see the importance of a fast start, and that was my goal as a leadoff shooter earlier in the team round. Get the first one in the 10 ring. It's good for the momentum for the team. Gets you on track. You don't want to be chasing from behind because, I mean, Yesim Bostan's, she's matched her arrow for arrow, and she still got that 2-point deficit. You got to come out swinging.
Big sigh of relief from Bostan. Right,
just hoping to get one back here. It's always, it's a bit defeating when they don't give it to you. You go, well, I'll do it again, I guess.
Yesim Bostan. That was the one thing she did not want to see. You can see that little disappointment on her face. Now Song Yeon-soo. She answers a little left on that one. Looking at the wind socks to see if anything's changed. But a good solid 10 for Song. Bostan comes right back with a 10. But unless Song drops a point here, maybe disaster 8.
biraz fazla aldık ya. Az alıyorsun ya.
Increase her advantage.
Kopmadan ha. Sağda 10 olsun bu.
She's looking rock solid.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And this is exactly the type of shooting you want to see in a gold medal match.
Now you can look at her release hand. See, she's really pulling on that bow, and I think that's critical when you're under pressure. Get a lot of tension into the bowstring. Pull on it as hard as you can without being, over the top. But maintain that tension and don't let it creep up, because as you start to creep in the release hand and lose tension there, that's when you really get some bad shakes. So you got your bow arm, the one holding it, driving to the target, and you're trusting it's going to always be working towards middle. And it's kind of like driving a car. If you want to go straight down the road, you don't hold the wheel dead straight. You're always moving a little left, a little right. So it's the same with aiming a bow. Constantly working it back towards the middle, or doing your best to keep it there. So that's the bow arm, and then maintain that tension and build tension till the shot fires on the release side.
So here we go, the final end of the match. This is for the world title, and it's between Yesim Bostan and Song Yeon-soo.
Yep, first individual world champion of 2017.
Oh, she looks calm, cool, and collected.
This is gonna be tough. I don't think she's giving anything up.
Yeah, I think that's a poker face right there.
Yeah.
There's got to be a swell of emotion right now in Song Yeon-soo.
She's feeling pretty comfortable behind those glasses, I'm thinking.
No doubt about it. She qualified 7th at a 694. Bostan a few days ago at a 697. Just a little flick to get that arrow back up on that bladed rest.
Yeah, a little loss of the tension. You can kind of see it. If you're Song Yeon-soo, there's nothing better than hearing him call 9 for her, because you know that doesn't hurt you.
It doesn't hurt you. Yep. Still a 3-point lead.
She's just got to keep him in the gold.
2 arrows to go. Bostan.
Yeah.
And out the left.
A little frustration there.
Yep. Song Yeon-soo looks so steady right now and in command of this match. Whoa!
Ooh. It was a really good-looking 8.
And the crowd knows it too. A big moan from the crowd.
Yep, and that if you're Yesim Bostan, you're a little upset.
Oh yeah, there you go. A 10 to finish it off. But it looks like a 9 to win and
Yellow
8 to
wins.
tie. So if Song Yeon-soo does what she just did, we're going to a shoot-off.
Yeah, just don't do anything dumb. That's kind of what she's thinking to herself. Yellow's easy.
And there it is, a 10. So there's the answer. So we have our first individual world champion crowned. Korean Song Yeon-soo will take victory 145 to 143 after giving the crowd a big heart thump with an 8.
Yeah, if Bostan had put in a couple 10s, we'd be talking about something differently here.
Something totally different.
But if you're watching, that can happen. It can happen at any time.
Big round of applause from the crowd.
And Song Yeon-soo didn't look particularly elated. I'm guessing she's kind of upset about the 8. You
think that'll haunt you?
I would be too. You know what?
Just staring at that gold medal, wherever you're going to hang it, just going, man, that 8 on that second to last arrow.
Yeah, you want to win in style.
She did win in style, 145 to 143. Song Yeon-soo of Korea with a big smile now and a big sigh of relief. It's nice to see the smile on her face. And a great effort by Yesim Bostan to close that gap to be within 2. She will stand on the podium with silver. So it was pretty close. It was definitely a heart pounder. You can even see on the release hand from Bostan that tension just wasn't there.
Yeah, it's just a lack of tension, and if you don't have that strength on the back end, it's really easy to get moving in all the wrong directions on the front end.
A great look. Song Yeon-soo will take victory. So the field clears as we await the next of our shooters.
큰 시합에서 첫번 우승하는 거고 세계 선수권에서 우승하셨는데 네.
기분이 진짜 너무 좋고요. 긴장을 좀 했었는데 다행히 잘 풀려가지고 좋은 결과가 있었던 것 같아요.
Yeah, it's my first big win, and I did get a little bit nervous, but I was able to overcome that, and I had a good result.
You shot an 8 in the last end. Did you think you were losing control of the match at that point?
마지막 판에서 8점을 쏘셨는데요. 기분이 어떠셨나요, 그때?
바람이 좀 불어서 오조준을 한다고 그쪽에 조준을 했는데 그거 덕분에 더 확신을 갖고 조준을 더 집중을 했어요.
The wind was actually blowing a little bit, so that's why I was aiming over there. But because of that, I actually got a lot more confidence, and I was able to shoot better in the end.
Okay. You leave here with 3 medals.